We are going to talk about styles. Now, let me first define to you what styles are, because you've probably heard the word before, but not in the context of formatting, not in the context of Microsoft Word, not in the context of desktop publishing. Styles are essentially a preset saved format. So there might be a format that you'd like to use again and again. So for example, notice how there is consistency on every single one of these numbered lists, and they all look the same. They're the same size or the same font, etc. That's because they have styles applied to them. Again, these are preset saved formats. Now, the goal of styles is essentially consistency and efficiency for executing your formatting. So what we've seen in the past is our ability to apply different formats, but a little more manually. In this lesson, we're going to learn how we can apply formats using styles in this little grouping right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of documents that already have styles applied to it. Then we're going to take a look at an unformatted, unstyled document and apply styles to them. So if we take a look, for example, at this terms of service, and we go over to here to our styles group and click on this little drop down, I want you to notice that the word title now has this nice little gray box around it, telling me that the title style is applied to this. Let's go ahead and click on this one here. Notice how heading 2 style is applied to that. Click on this one. Let's click on this little drop down so you can see it. Heading 1 is applied to it. And if we go across the board here, click on that, it's consistently heading 1. Now, believe it or not, even all of this body copy has a style applied to it. The style is known as the normal style. That's essentially your default for all of your different documents. It shows up with the quote-unquote normal style. Now, there are many styles you can apply, and you even have an opportunity to create and apply your own style. So I click on this drop-down. Notice how many are pre-built into this. If you click on this little icon right there, our little dimple, you'll see here, make this a little bit taller, you'll be able to see how there's all kinds of options here as well. I'm going to go ahead and close out of that. Now, let's just start from the beginning. What I'd like us to do before we do anything at all is bring up our navigation pane once again. Earlier, we looked at our navigation pane through the lens of the find and replace. It automatically appeared. In this case, we're going to bring it up more directly and more manually with more intention. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the View tab, and then right below that, you'll see this option for the navigation pane. When I choose that, I want you to notice what appears on the left-hand side. Automatically, Word has recognized that we have a whole bunch of different headings, heading styles to be more precise. And we'll see here that these headings are now interactive. I click on that, click on that, click on that. So headings are not only a way to format, but also a way to navigate and create a hierarchy within your document. So very important tool to learn. Okay, and we're going to see that from the lens of a document that does not have any styles on it and does not have any headings on it. Let's go ahead and now look at the other document I mentioned that has styles on it. Now we're back in our construction project document. I'm going to click on View, choose the navigation pane, and you'll notice again, these have our styles built into them. So here's Overview, Scope, Schedule, Risks, and Budget. Love that. And when I go back to my Home tab and I simply click on Risks, notice this has a heading 1 applied to it. I click on Scope and you see that has a heading 1 style applied to it. Construction Project has a title applied to it. Now, earlier we talked about the fact that we have consistency and efficiency built into this. Well, let's say, for example, I did not want my font to be so big, and I want it to be changed across the board. So one of the benefits of working with styles, again, is the efficiency applied to it, as well as having our consistency. Well, let's take a look at how we can now make all of the items that are connected to that style, meaning the heading 1 style, can now be made smaller, maybe a different font, maybe a different color, all the things we've learned already. Now, how do we do that? Well, all we need to do is modify the style, because the style has sort of a recipe built into it. And all of these are connected to that recipe. Think about this as sort of like the mold. This is the factory where all of these, overview, scope, schedule, risks, and budget, they all link back to this. So if we modify one place, every single one of those instances then follows suit and inherits that same set of formats. So how do I do that? Very simply. If you right click on this, you're going to see here's the option to modify. I click on modify, and this is going to take me to this dialog box. Could be a little intimidating at first, but all we're going to do is focus on the basics. So if we notice down here, we have the ability to change the formatting, the font, the size, bold, etc. And in this section here is the ability to change the color of that particular style. So notice where we are, we're inside of the heading 1 style. So again, everything that's linked to heading 1 will then get those changes applied to it. So let's go ahead now and make those changes. So again, what do I want to do? I want to make that smaller. I'm going to say 20. And then from Calibri, I'll go ahead and go back to our good friend Lato. And now let's go ahead and make that a different color. I'll make this purple like we said earlier. And I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Now, keep in mind what's going to happen. I made one change to the mold, to that style called heading 1, and now everything else that has that style applied to it should now be Lato, 20, bold, and purple. Let's go ahead and see. I click OK, and just like that, magically, it changed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How cool is that? Let's go ahead and do it on our other document. Now again, we have even more. We have 11 heading 1s on here. Modify them. So let's go ahead and right click on heading 1. I'm going to say modify, and there it is. I get a nice little preview of it. Let's try a different font this time, entirely different. Let's go ahead and make this one even bigger. Great. And then let's choose this dark red color. And if you so choose, you can do all kinds of other things here too. If you prefer to make it centered, changing your alignment. We're going to get deeper into alignment in a subsequent lesson. You can see you can change the line spacing. We're going to talk about all this stuff in the future, but no, you can always come back to it. Now, if you want to get even more advanced, you can click on Format, and then notice there's all kinds of stuff here. Okay, but this is definitely for more intermediate users, but I always encourage a little bit of experimentation. You can't mess things up too badly. All right, so let's go ahead and click OK, and let's just see the changes happen across the board. Look at that. One change makes the difference for every single one of these that has the heading 1 style on it. Okay, and again, notice that I can navigate throughout all these. Okay, now let's see how we can change it in a slightly different way. Because some of us, that dialog box might be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit sort of unelegant to us, right? Maybe not very intuitive. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn how we can still change our styles, but use a format and use an interface that we might be more used to. Okay, so let's just go ahead and manually change the look and feel of this heading right here. Okay, we're not going into the actual style itself. We're just doing it the old-fashioned way that we've done it in the past. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and change that font to something else. All right, let's just choose this Aptos Black, and then I'm going to change my color to maybe kind of a charcoal gray color, and then you know what? Maybe I will center it. Okay, great. And I'm pretty happy with that. My boss is happy with that. And now we want everything else to now follow suit. Well, how do I do that? Well, earlier I modified heading 1, the style. What we're going to do this time is we're going to have heading 1 follow suit to this. So this is now the boss. And now the factory, the mold, is then going to inherit all the properties built in to this format, soon to be a style. So how do I do that? Again, I'm going to right click on this. And instead of modify this time, I'm going to say update heading 1 to match the selection. What is the selection? In this case, it's your account. And that is Aptos Black, 26, bold, and kind of that gray color. Great. So now I choose update, and then let's wait and see. Bam, you can see that right away has changed. But what about the other guys? Yes. And it's also centered. How cool is that? So there are different ways to do it. Everybody has their own different preferences, your own different processes. So definitely try that out, and you'll see there's so many other styles to try out and to use.
Are you happy with this training? Make sure to subscribe for more great content. Visit the Simon Says It channel, explore our videos and training sessions, and decide what you want to learn next.